Hi, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ifeda Yalade and I'm your digital marketing buddy. And if you're seeing my video for the very first time, you're welcome. In here, we talk about everything Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Anything that would make you run a profitable ads on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. That is what we discuss here. So I share tutorials, tips, tricks on how to make your money work for you on all these spaces. So if you've never run a Facebook ad, come with me as I'll be showing you step by step on how to run a profitable Facebook ads to grow your business, especially as you'll be running your ember sales and I do not want you to waste money. So let me show you how it is done. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're yet to, and give me a like, give me a thumbs up, and drop your questions as I'll be teaching you. So let's go right into it. So if you are to run a Facebook ads, make sure you have your Facebook. So I'll be logging into my Facebook now. Aside from having a Facebook account, you must have a Facebook page. If you don't have a Facebook page, you won't be able to run ads on Facebook. So I have a video where I shared how to create a Facebook page. So I'll be dropping the link in the description below. All right, so all you need to type in here is adsmanager.facebook.com. So before you try this process, make sure that you have an ads account and you've linked it. So if you've not done that, you won't be able to run a Facebook ad. Though I'll be dropping the link to the video where I shared how to create a prepaid ads account and how to link the whole thing up. I'll share the description below. All right, so let me locate the ads account I want to use so I can put you through on the process. Okay, so I'm using this ads account. Yeah, so you can have multiple ads accounts under your Facebook. Yeah, so it's that simple. So if you want to run a Facebook ads, please pay close attention at this point. All you need to do is click on this create. Okay, once you click on create, there's going to bring you different options. Do you want to run an awareness ad? Do you want to run a traffic ad, engagement, leads, app, blah blah blah? But for the purpose of this training, I'll be teaching you how to run a sales ad because I know a lot of you want to sell. All right. So instead of using this sales objective, if you use this, it is quite expensive, but we will not be doing that. So we'll be doing we'll be using either traffic or engagement. Yes, you heard me, engagement objective. Pay attention and it is so simple. Okay. So yeah, it said you should choose our campaign setup. I'll be using the manual engagement campaign setup because I don't want Meta to recommend anything for me. No. And if you want to use this, if you want to do this process, you can't do this process on your phone. You need a laptop, okay? So that you can have a wider interface and you can see what you're doing clearly. All right, so to run a Facebook ad, there are three sections to it. We have this section where you input the campaign name, then we have the ad set setup, then we have the ad setup. It is this category we're going to be working in. So for this first one, this first section, all you need to do is just input the name of the campaign you're running. We're running a sales campaign, so we'll just edit and put sales campaign. All right, so that's all we need to do here. Don't need to type in anything. Just scroll down, then you click next. That is all we are doing in this section. Please pay attention. All right, so in the next section, all you need to do is we first change name of our ads, yeah, so that we can easily identify it, and most importantly when you're running numerous ads. So once you've changed that, then you come to this your conversion. Please pay attention. We are not going through the usual sales objective means. No, we are using the conversion. We are using the engagement objective. All right, so it says conversion. Where do you want people to come to? Do you want them to come on your ads? No, we don't want on your ads, because when they come on our ads, they are either dropping comments or just liking our post. We don't want that. So we want them to come to our message destination. Are you following, please? So you want a messaging destination. So you will click messaging destination, and the messaging destination can be either your messenger, WhatsApp, or Instagram if you're running an Instagram ad. Okay, so once you've done this, then your Facebook page. Which Facebook page are you using? You can have numerous Facebook page too. So you can just click here to choose the Facebook you're working with. All right, so I'm working with my if I like this Facebook page, it's cool with me, so I'll be leaving it at that. So you scroll down to your messaging destination. Here it says do you want automatic destination whereby they can message you on messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram. No, we don't want that. Remember that we're running a Facebook ad. Okay, so for Facebook, so what we'll be doing is we'll be clicking manual destination. We want to pick where we want our customers to chat us up. We don't want to leave it to Meta to do that for us. No. So we've clicked the let's go back please. So we've clicked the manual destination. So in the manual destination, do you want them to chat you on Instagram? Of course not. We're running a Facebook ad. Then do you want them to come to your messenger? If you want them to chat you on messenger, you can leave it at that. But if you want them to come strictly to your WhatsApp, so just take off messenger, take off Instagram, then you leave it at WhatsApp alone. But if you don't want them to come to your WhatsApp, just leave it, just take off WhatsApp, then you put messenger. And I know some people would want to use two messaging destination at a time, but from experience, please stick to one. If you want them to come to messenger, leave it at that. If you want them to come to WhatsApp, leave it at that. Please, it is important. So if your WhatsApp, so for you, you might notice that your WhatsApp is not linked already. All you need to do is just, you will see an option for you to link your WhatsApp, so just click on it, then you will be able to link your WhatsApp. All right. So once that is done, let's scroll down to the next thing. So it says, what should our performance goal means? You just let's click down. So we want more number of conversion since it's a conversion ad. Yes, using the engagement objective is way cheaper than using the sales objective. That is the secret most people are not telling you. But because you're learning from me, I'll be sharing this with you at no cost. All right, so you come down to the business of the day. So for your ads to convert very well for Facebook, please, it's a sales ad. Make sure you're using nothing less than 5,000 naira on a daily basis. It is important because the number, if you want your ads to reach a wider number of people, then you must be able to use good budget. You will see where Meta will show us a likely the likely number of people that will be seeing our ad. All right. So once you've picked your budget, then you scroll down to where we have the schedule. Do you want to schedule your ads? You can schedule your ads till next week. If you want to schedule, you just come here, you say, okay, you want to schedule your ads. All right. But most times I don't like to schedule my ads. I like to run my ad at the time I am setting it up. All right. So just put the start date, but don't put a don't put an end date because a lot of you put end date. But for me, I don't like to put an end date. I like my adverts to run till I feel like okay, I want to take it off. Okay. And the advantage of using this run your ads to your post is that you can always add money to your ads account as on a daily basis or every 2 days, but if you set your advert to run for like 7 days and we're using 5,000 naira, that is 35,000 naira. That means you have to be putting that means you have to put the whole 35,000 naira in your ad account. But you can want to run a 7 day ad, but you don't have the whole 35,000 naira as a go. But if you take off the end date, then you can add your funds in bits. It's quite flexible like that. So let me know if you're following, and if this is getting more detailed and you're learning, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you do not miss out on any of my content. All right, so for budget scheduling, we're not scheduling our budget, so let's just leave this. Then we move to the other serious business of today. So we come to the audience section. All right, in here, since you're running ads to WhatsApp, you won't be able to pick your audience. Yeah, you won't be able to pick your audience, but you can only pick your location. And if you're picking your location, please don't show your ads to the whole of Nigeria. It is wrong. Do at least 2 to 3 cities at a time. And when you're picking your cities, let's say for example, we want to target people in Abuja. All right, let's input Abuja. So sorry, made a mistake. So let's input Abuja. You would see that it brought out numerous options for me. It brought out Abuja, Federal Capital Territory, Nigeria, City. It brought out Ukatha, Otako, Federal, blah, 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 neighborhood address. Please pay attention. Make sure that you're picking the city part. If you pick neighborhood, that means you're restricting your ads to show in a certain neighborhood. And if you're picking address, it means your adverts will only show in that address, nothing more, nothing less. So you need to pay attention to all of these things so you wouldn't make mistakes. So let's check for Lagos. All right, you will see Lagos, you will see Lagos State. No, this is wrong. If you are using this first option, this is wrong. You make sure you're using city. Anything you'll be picking, make sure you're picking city. So let's try one more state again. Let's say Akure. Let's say Ondo. Yeah, Ondo. Ondo is also Akure, but you will see Ondo Kogi State. No, you will see Ondo state Nigeria. Mba. You will see Ondo City, Ondo State City Nigeria City. Make sure you are picking the city. Pay attention to all of these things so you do not make mistakes. And even this Ondo City is wrong. So instead, I prefer to use their capital. Put in their capital Akure, then it will bring out the exact one for me. Then you pick city. If you're using Akure in brackets Ondo blah 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 city, it will show you as to other other cities in Ondo state. So it's that simple. So once it is done, remember that you chose WhatsApp as your message destination. So you're not opportune to pick your audience. Yeah, you can't do audience targeting, but if you want to do audience targeting, then let's just take off this WhatsApp, let's and use Messenger instead. Okay, then for Messenger you can maybe send them a link that will direct them to your WhatsApp. All right, so I've taken off WhatsApp, so let's scroll down so we can pick the audience that is to see our advert. All right, so I think I've passed it. Okay, so that means I'm going to start all over again. That's fine. So let's say Abuja. So before you run your ads, make sure you've done your proper strategy. Know what you want to do. Know where you want to direct your audience to, so that they won't be mixed up and all of that. All right. So let's scroll down to pick our audience. All right. So okay. So this is the audience here. It's saying we don't want to use we don't want to use the audience is setting for us. So let's just sorry. Alright, so let me scroll down to select our audience. So why is it not okay? So if you were the one running this ads, you'll be worried that why is it not showing the audience part for me? That is why you need to pay close attention. This thing is simple English, okay? It is English. So it says select an audience. Will also reach people beyond any custom audience, age, blah 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 blah. All right, so let's click show settings. All right, so it's saying, let me scroll down so you can see well. So let's work with the age. Which age which age do your audience fall under? So it depends on what you're selling, really. There's no one shoe fits all. No, there's no one size fits all when it comes to ads. It depends on the kind of ads you're running, the business you operate, and the goal of the ads you want to run. So for your gender, please, a lot of people make this mistake. Don't target male and female at a time. Only if you're running an awareness ad, you can decide to show your ads to two of all the gender. But if you know it's sales, at least you should know the gender that responds to your product. Well, if it's male, then you pick male. If it's female, then you would know what to do. All right, so you come to this detailed targeting. So this is where the work is. All right, depends on what you're selling, the kind of products or services you render, then you will pick your audience as it should go. So if you know you don't know how to target the right audience, watch out for my next content. I'll be dropping a detailed, in fact, I think I'll be doing a series since Ember says is here and a lot of people want to run ads. So I'll be doing series on audience targeting. So I'll be doing for different businesses. If you're into fashion, if you're into kids wear, if you're into kitchen utensils, if you sell cars, if you sell um what's it called, If any business you're into, please in the comment section drop your business so that I would create a detailed targeting for you, because I'll be starting my series soon. All right, so and I would not want you to miss it. It will help you run a converting ad. So in this placement, a lot of you make this mistake. We are running our ads to Facebook, yeah, and we still need to pick our placement, because if you do not pick it, each time Meta will just recommend anything for you. And this anything goals that Meta is doing, it's not to your advantage. Okay, so it says advantage placement. We don't want that. So let's do our own manual placement by ourselves. So I've clicked on manual placement. So let's click to see what we have. Can you see? Assuming you did not click on this, assuming I did not click on this manual placements and I'm using advantage placements, my ads will have been shown on Instagram. Me that I'm running Facebook ads. Can you see where a lot of you get it wrong? Okay, so all you need to do is always select, train Meta to do your will. Don't just go by Meta's will. No, it is my money. It is, and it is my money, it is my business. So I know what is best for me. All right. So stop leaving your business to chances. Take off Instagram, take off audience network. I don't even know what that is. Imagine. Take off Messenger. So I want my adverts to show strictly on Facebook, because I have a limited budget and I want to use my budget to my advantage. All right. So you will see that we are showing our ads to Facebook feed, Facebook profile feed, Facebook marketplace. If you don't want marketplace, you can take it off. you know you can pick whatever you want, in as much as it's under Facebook. Okay, Facebook story is good. Facebook ads on Facebook really is good. Search visibility is good. Search this Facebook search result means when people search for what you're selling, your adverts will show us to this kind of people. So remember I said that the budget you use for your ads will determine the likely reach it will have. That means the number of people it will reach. So it says as we're using 5K budget on a daily basis, our adverts will reach between 23,000 and 67,000 people. Can you see it's a good one? So imagine you're using 10,000 naira or more. This is times two of what we are saying here. And for the conversion, you'll be on a daily basis, you'll be having between 20 to 58 DMs. Can you see it's a good one? All right, so if you know you're done with this part, then we go to the third part. I told you we have just three sections you have to input. In here, you just input the name of the campaign, then the work, the bunch of work is done in this ad set part and the ad part. All right, so we're done with this part, so we click next. If you're getting value, please don't forget to subscribe. So in here, don't forget to always change the name. Always change the name so that you can identify your ads, especially those of you that run multiple ads. Okay, so once it is done, you confirm your identity, the Facebook page you're using. Of course, by default, since you've selected it here, then it's going to reflect here. All right, we don't want our adverts to show on Instagram, so we're not going to work with this. Then the ad setup, this is where you input the content you want to use, your ads creative. All right, so most times I don't like to add the content manually. I love to use existing content. Okay, so existing content means content you've posted on your Facebook already. It's quite easy than you saying you want to use a new content. That is when you Instagram will be telling, Facebook will be telling you the size of your video is too high, is too wide, stressful. Okay, so you just come down. Let me scroll down so you can see properly. Then you click on this select content. All right, so it will take you to your Facebook. You'll be able to see all your videos. Okay, you're able to see all your videos. So you scroll down to your videos, then you select the one you want to use. So once that, let me pick this one. Then I'll click select. Please, are you following? Am I explaining well? Hope you're learning. Okay, so in as much as you're uploading videos, you're uploading product pictures on your Facebook, definitely when you use this existing content, is you'll be able to pick the content you want to use, and the caption you've added to your video, sorry, to your post, it would pop up here. So you don't need to input any of this. You don't need to input any of this manually again. Nah. So call to action, you can decide to add a call to action. You can input it that okay, send message, then you update posts. So it will prompt them to also want to take an action when they see your video. They know what to do. Okay, okay, oh, we have this send a message. You see it here? You have send a message, so they will know, oh, we have to click and send a message. Can you see? And because we are directing them to our messenger, that's Facebook Messenger, then they will go right there. Then because it's a messaging app, let's go back. It's a messaging app, you can build your chat. You can have a messaging greeting, and you can set up your FAQ, that is frequently asked questions. This thing is simple. Just watch my video again, then you will be able to understand it. All right, so in here, this is your welcome message. You say, I no, this is not what we want. We say, you can say, hello, thank you for reaching out, or hello, welcome to Femi Spa. I don't know. I just repeat that. Okay, so this is what they will see when you're about to send the message. So can you see an example on my right hand here? It said, "What is the coaching program about?" No, no, no. So for you, you will set your own question. So in here, you can say, frequently questions your customers ask you. You can say, "How do I book a service?" Abi, how do I book a section? Okay, so then you can decide to automatically reply. But for me, I don't like automatic reply, please. But you can add it if you want. It's optional. You can add it. Okay, okay. You can just put your link or tell them, okay, or you can decide to reply normally. You can see that this one has changed. So let's change our other questions. So it could be, where are you located? People love to ask questions. Just input these things based on questions you'll be getting over time. Where are you located? All right. So just, if you have more than three questions, you can also add question. You can see? You can also add a question so that they have numerous questions to ask, and you will supply your answer. So once you're done doing this setup, then you would click save. All right. So once that is done, once you've saved, okay, let me just take off this one since I don't have the questions to put there. So you click save. Once you've saved, then you come back here. You will see that everything is ticked. Because a lot of times when you're trying to run your ads, you notice that there are so many errors popping up. So you need to make sure that you rectify all of the errors popping up before you proceed to publish your ad. Because if you do not even fix the errors, your ads will not fly. It won't go. It will not publish. So once we're done with this setup, so before you run your ads, for me, if I'm to run a client's ads, I make sure that I go back to the first stage, make sure everything is correct, then I check again, because sometimes you might think you've inputted the right thing, and at the end of the day you've done the wrong thing, so you go through it again. Don't be in a rush when you're running ads. And this suggestion that is coming up here is saying I should imagine, it's giving me 58 chances of improvement, that I should apply other placement. I don't want Meta, or you want your ads to show on Instagram. We don't want showing your ads to Facebook and Instagram at the time sef. It's wrong. You tend to spend more money, and the result is low. So you scroll down to see if all you've ticked are in the right places. Can you see, as I was saying, see it here now. I think I forgot to change the budget earlier. No wonder the thing was high. Let me put 5,000. It's 5,000 I want to use now. So assuming I did not check again and I just publish my ad, what will happen? I'll just see that, oh, I've used the whole amount I want to spend for 7 days. I've used it in a day. That would be so annoying. All right, so just that's why it's always good to take time, go through what you've set before you run your ads. All right, so you see that my daily reach will reduce. Can you see it has reduced? That's why I said earlier that the amount you use will determine the number of people your advert will reach at a time. So once you're done here, then you come here again. Let's see. Hope there's no mistake. Hope there's no error. Then once that is done, then you publish your ad. All right. If you watch to this part, don't forget to subscribe. And like I said earlier, I'll be starting a audience targeting series. So whatever product or service you render, drop it in my comments so that I would create a detailed audience targeting for your business. All right, so I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.